Hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday the 28th of March 2022. I still get that wrong, don't I? Oh dear. And this is episode number 103 and welcome to everybody. Also, anything that I mentioned today and anywhere that you can find me will be down in the description box below this video. What a miserable, dull, overcast day we have today. Last week, people were walking around in shorts. I weren't, because I've got white legs and the sun will reflect off my legs. But people were, it was that warm, they were walking around in shorts. And now it's overcast and they're actually forecasting snow on Wednesday here in the UK. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. That's all I'm going to say to that. Now, last week it was a bit of a different one, wasn't it? I did record from Glenn's place where he goes fishing, and I did a bit of an out and about, and then I did the day I had with my Rebecca. So today, as you see, we are back in the little workroom, back in the comfort zone, as I say. So I have a list here. I reckon this could be quite a long one. I am going to say right from the beginning is that there is a couple of three and what have you been up to? But because I have so much to talk about and show for you today, I am going to put them on next week. So if anybody has actually sent me anything, please don't think that I haven't, I've forgot to mention them, because I haven't. It's just, I feel as if now I'm a week behind. It's really weird. So I will put them on next week, because I say I'm catching up on a week at the moment, but it won't take long to do. As I say, we'll all be back to normal next week. Okay then, right, as I said, so today we do have some knitting. We have the crochet, and I am going to talk about some cross stitch. I'm just going to talk about it today because I have plans. Yes, I do. I have a naughty. I know, but it's tools. Again, all tools. Oh, no, not really. Well, anyway, I'll explain that. And I have the most lovely nice. Oh, my gosh. My lovely friend sent me some yarn. And, I did. I had a tear in my eye. It was, I'll show you all that in a bit. I am also going to be talking and re-announce the winner, because obviously the winner for the giveaway, the 100th episode giveaway, was drawn on Thursday. My daughter did it for me, didn't she? And unfortunately I have left a message on the comment of the winner, but I haven't heard anything, so I will mention it again today, because this is proper podcast day, because you never know, the person might only watch the Monday episodes. And so I'll be doing that, and then if I don't hear anything within a couple of weeks, then we'll have to draw. I'll see Rebecca and we'll have to draw it again. And also, let's have a look here. Oh, I do have something to say as well about I'll explain all that with the giveaway. And also, I have a book review. I finished my book last week or the week before. No, the week before it was, actually. And I'm going to be honest about it. That's all I can say. Right then, so let's hop right in, shall we? So first of all, we have the knitting. Now, as I have said before, well, as you all know, I absolutely love Home Bargain yarn, and they do have their spring summer colours in, but they've done it this time in packs of 4 for £3.69 or something like that. Well, as you know, I got the purple, as you can see there. And then I went back and I got the green and I got the turquoise and I got this pink. And I thought, well, my Rebecca, she is just so knit worthy. It's unbelievable. She has ever since she's been born. Well, I was knitting and crocheting for her before she was born, if you know what I mean. And, I've done it all the time. So I said to her, look, I've videoed her and I said, look, I've got this, just brought this yarn. What colour would you like? Pink, 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 pink right away. And I went, really? She went, yeah, I really didn't expect her to do this. So anyway, when I went up on Thursday, I had my grey Whitmore in the back of the car, because I always keep a spare something in the car in case I get chilly, as you do. And I said, what do you think of this pattern? Oh, Mum. Oh, yes, that's it. So obviously, I got home on the Thursday and I cast on, oh, let me get a full ball. I cast on her Whitmore. And you're probably going to need sunglasses, so this is a warning here. Look how bright that pink is. It actually is quite near damn it, really. My daughter, but actually, she's right. You know, when I went round the shops with her last week, you know, there is all these bright colours coming back in again, and the pastels and that, all really 80s again. I was Rebecca went in one of these shops. She went, "Oh, Mum, what do you think of that?" I said, "I wore that in the 80s." She went, "No." I said, "Yeah, I did." I said, "I actually wore one of those in the 80s." But oh, this is coming up absolutely beautiful. I am enjoying every stitch. So as you can tell, I have been working on this, just something chronic. Now I have made a change, I will say. When I did mine, I followed right through to the end, from start to finish of the pattern. Now I haven't actually got a picture, have I? No, it is a paid for pattern, and it's Amy Loudon, and it's the Whitmore. Everybody will know the Whitmore. I've knitted the jumper, but I did a short sleeved, and I've already knitted the cardigan, and I absolutely love this pattern. She holds your hand right through it. I always follow the written instructions, but she's got graphs as well. It's amazing. But I did say to my Rebecca, it seems so weird doing such a tiny one, because obviously I'm normally knit for me. She went, "Tiny?" I went, "Well, yeah, compared to mine, it is, mate, it is." Anyway, now, in the actual pattern, the stitches of the rib on either end, she do on DPNs. So you knit this up from here to here, you knit from here to here on the on your circular, and then you've got these two here on the DPNs. And to be honest with you, that just, on mine, it slowed me down, because, and they kept, oh, they were all over the place, and it was really getting on my nerves. I will be honest, it was getting on my nerves. And I actually did say to myself, if I knitted another one, I would definitely not do it on that way again. Because I remember when I was knitting it, say in the 70s and the 80s, if there was a, obviously flat then, if there was a front with the rib included, we never used to change the needles or nothing. So what I've done is I've cast on and did the back rib, the top rib, on the smaller needles. But I did these two, I did these stitches here and here on the 4mm, because this is supposed to be done on a smaller needle, you see. So I just did it on a 4mm. So I only did it for that amount of rows. And then when I actually went on to going onto the button on your stitch markers and your what's it called, setup row, that's it, I just transferred it all over to the one thing. And at the moment I'm happy with the way it's working. But then when I get down to the rib on the bottom, I will do the same thing. I will keep this bit here on a 4mm DPN, and then this part here will just go on the smaller circular. So it will pull it in at the bottom, but the rib will still lay down. And I'm going to see if it works. If it works, I'm happy as Larry, I tell you, happy as Larry. So, and I will definitely be doing more of them anyway, definitely. But I absolutely love this. I don't know about the colour, but it really does show up nicely, actually. But yeah, that's her bright pink Whitmore. And I did say to her, I said, "Are you going to want bright big pink buttons?" I said, because I don't know if they're going to be easy to find. So I'm going to, I said, I'll have to start looking for them now. Oh yeah, she goes. So yeah, I'm going to have to go out and find some bright pink buttons. But look at that. Oh dear me. So I need some sunglasses to knit it. But I say, this is the, as I've used this for loads of stuff. The Home Bargain double knit. For 100 grams, there's approximately 330 meters. But say this time, they do still have the 99p of balls of other colours down there. But with the packs, you see, you got the packs here. You get a pack of 4, I'm sure. Yeah, $3.69. And oh yeah, and this one she likes. 2, but these are all the colours that are around. So gosh, she has asked me to do it a bit oversized, so I have done the next size up for her, because she does like me, she likes to live in her cardigans. But yeah, they'll definitely see her coming when she's on her way to work, when this is finished. So I haven't got long to go now. I've got to just finish off this section, and then I've got to do another little, I think it's 15 or something like that, of pattern again, and then I'm splitting for the sleeves, and then it's just plain knit. So I'll be flying. But my daughter's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So yes, I can't put it down. I just cannot put this down. It is, wow, that's all I can say. But I'm loving it. And this bag is, let's have a look. Where is it? Where's my tag? There it is. Is a jewels. And look at the inside. It's stripy. I picked it up in a charity shop for £7. So it's perfect for housing her jumper cardigan at the moment. So I'm loving this. Okay then, right, so that is my main project this week, and as I say, I just can't put it down. Now, also, I haven't really done anything on these, but I'm bringing it up anyway because I have some news to tell everybody. So let's put this in here. Yep, this is it. Right, as you all know, I brought the By the Shore socks by Nancy Wheeler. Now, when I brought it, Nancy actually did donated so much of this pattern to Alzheimer's, and this actually was her first pattern. I'm loving every minute of it. I really am. It's such a pretty pattern, and these are a present, so I really do have to get them done actually. But look at that work. Absolutely beautiful. I'm at the same place on both. I am hoping to actually have these done ready for next week. Now also the lovely Nancy got in contact with me and was also donated one of these patterns for the winner, which I will re-announce in a minute, for the giveaway for the 100th episode. And thank you, Nancy, you're such a lovely lady. And you know, we've talked back and forth a little bit, and what I will say is that over the weekend we were talking on Instagram, and I'm so excited. I am so excited. This is a bit of a newsflash. We haven't had one in for a while, have we? Is that the lovely Nancy has actually at the moment got her second pattern with her test knitters, and they will be released in at the beginning, there's no date at the moment, but at the beginning of April. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I don't even know what it looked like, but I tell you what, I have enjoyed her pattern, enjoyed knitting this pattern so much. I know it's going to be absolutely amazing. But the lovely Nancy is also donating some of the proceeds to the Ukraine crisis that's happening at the moment. So you know, lovely lady. Every time she's releasing a pattern so far, you know, she's given back, which is absolutely lovely. And yeah, so I will give you more information as soon as I have a release date. You will know. You definitely will know. And then, because obviously I'm going to buy the pattern so I can give my bit to the people that need it. And yeah, so excited. We have a new sock pattern that's going to be released soon. But as I say, when I get more info, you will be the first to know. But this is the one that I am knitting at the moment. It is a beautiful pattern. It really is. And it's so pretty. Very easy. It really is easy. It is one of them where you can actually sit and knit and chat. It's that easy. So if anybody has done a few vanilla socks, don't worry. And this could quite easily be your first pattern sock, quite easily. You know, it really is that simple. Yeah, you have to count, but what I've done is, like I do with everything, I just put stitch markers where my pattern piece is. That's where my bits are, my side to side, my gussets are just finished, but the pattern is, you know, I've always marked it out. So yeah, so Exciting. So, as I say, as soon as I get more info, I will let everybody know. Just also quickly, is the yarn I'm using for this is, and for the heel, toes and cuffs, and for this is obviously West Yorkshire spinners. You all know how much I love my West Yorkshire spinners, and I am using the 9-inch lykke circular needles. They are done on the 2.25, so I'm using those. But yeah, lovely pattern, but wait until we see what comes out next month. Okay then, right now we'll go on to the crochet. Now I've brought up the blanket. I have been doing some work on my blanket. As you know, this is the I've forgotten what it's called. Hang on. It's by Lucy at Attic24. And oh, it's her latest blanket. What's it called? By the Shore, is it? No, that was the socks. Oh, I put it on the screen. I can't remember. Well, obviously, as you know, I haven't brought the pack because I've got tons of yarn in the Stolecraft, so I've just done a scrappy one. So, have I actually got this attached to any wall? Not at the moment. So, I am actually on... Oh, no, right, I'm already attached. Okay, then, right. So, the theory in this is... Let's get this to here. So, obviously, that is the base... And then it goes along to these two bits here, which is my middle. And now I'm just repeating this lot for the other end. So as you see, what's here is what's here, basically. So let's see if I can stand and hold it all up. But I am absolutely loving this blanket. It's yet again... an easy pattern, absolutely. Oh, wow, it's just so simple, it's unbelievable. Anybody could do it. Even Lucy turned around and say that it is actually for beginners. As the Harbour, is it? I've got the Harbour blanket in there, but I thought that was some other one. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm over my halfway point now. So all I have to do now is just repeat what I've done all the way down here and just pray that I've left enough yarn to finish off all the rows. So I'm assuming, because I've got so this is my next one. I just have to do 2 of those on top of there, and then I'll go into my blocks, so of the blues. But yeah, that is the blanket, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I haven't got the foggiest, but as I say, enjoying every minute of it. Is a free pattern on Lucy's blog. Like all her patterns are free, and I'm using a 4mm crochet hook, obviously for DK yarn. Right, let's talk about the cross stitch, shall we? Now, I haven't picked up my cross stitch for a good couple of weeks, but I want to cross stitch. It's weird. As you all know, I've got the mousse kit on the go that Glenn brought me for Christmas last year. And at the moment, I don't know if it's because of the season or what, I'm just not feeling it. So this afternoon or sometime tomorrow, I am hoping to go through my stuff, because as you know, I'm on a no-buy. Well, I say I'm on a no-buy, but I have brought some more of those hoops, which I will show you next week. The square ones. And I've got threads, I've got cloth, I've got patterns galore there. So I am going to do a couple of little bits, and I think that will get me, back in the mood for, doing some little bits and bobs. So I don't know what, just anything that catches my eye, I am going to do. So next week, to say fingers crossed again, I will have a cross stitch on the go to show you, because I haven't showed you any cross stitch for ages. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. Okay then, right, what we got? Now we're into the nice. Well, as I say, this did actually bring a real tear to my eye. I just couldn't believe it. My lovely friend Jo, she actually is So Can Jo on all social medias and all over. So, find her, please find her. And she got in contact and asked if she could have my address because she'd like to send me a gift. And I thought, oh, well, that was really nice. So I went, okay, thank you very much. And I just couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. There was a lovely, lovely letter from Jo. And wow, I'll say I've kept my letter. I'll put that there. And I'm sitting here looking at this and I just can't believe it. There is a sweater's quantity of yarn, which definitely was going to be, actually that would look nice as a Whitmore, wouldn't it? Oh yes it would, because that feels like a DK. Jo, would you say it was a DK? It feels like a DK, because if it's a DK that would definitely look good as a Whitmore, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous. So there was that. Oh, hang on, there's another one. So hang on, how many is there then? 1, 2, 3, 6. Wow. So yep, there's those. There's also a bag of, oh, keep going light and dark. There you go. Of all these from Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit yarns, which as you all know don't dye anymore. But these, as I say, I said when I messaged Jo to thank her, and I said I've got projects in mind for most of it, you know. These would be nice. There's Jules from So Sweet Violet. She's got the bunny socks, and I've got the pattern, and I've itching to knit those for so long. I've even got the contrast yarn for the bunny bobbles, but the only thing that puts me off is they're a toe up, and I'm not normally a toe up knitter. I've done toe up, but I don't know, but I haven't tried. I did try toe up on DPNs, but I haven't tried toe up on a mini circular, so I might still do it. But these would be absolutely ideal for that. So, and there'll be enough there to do a couple, like a pair for me and a pair for my Rebecca. Also, sorry about the crinkling. Oh, actually, let's take them out. It's these two, which, oh, beautiful shawl. I could see a shawl with that. Oh my gosh. Perhaps that the moving staircase one. Oh, that'd look gorgeous, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh. And these two, I've never had anything from these. This is Hedgerow Yarns, and this is a posh one. This, oh yeah, luxury baby alpaca silk and cashmere. You will not believe the feel of this. That's all I can say. You would not believe it. Oh my gosh, look at that turquoise. Oh my word. And this one is a Lay Family Yarns, and this is baby alpaca, cashmere and silk. I've never ever had cashmere, silk and alpaca before. I've never even felt it actually. This is that is just so soft. I can't get over how soft it is. So these are definitely going to be something special, because I've never ever knitted or worked with anything like that before. Never. So as you can see, I was absolutely spoilt rotten. And you can understand why there was an old tear in the eye, because I just couldn't believe how lucky I was to receive this parcel in the post. Jo, you are amazing. Thank you so much. And I'm hopefully, you know, next year, that, you know, I've had a word with my Rebecca, and I'm sure my friend Viv would be up for it as well, is actually going up to the Perth show in Scotland, and yeah, and actually meeting you, that'd be absolutely lovely, you know, because we've got so much in common, we really have. But yeah, my Rebecca's definitely up for it. But I have got, when I see my friend Viv on Wednesday, I'm going to see if she wants to hop on board and come up with us as well. So I think that would be really nice. Yeah, have a girly time away. Have that planned for next year. That'd be lovely. But Jo, thank you. Just thank you. And yeah. So you're going to see the progress of the things that I'm going to make with these. As I say, I've got plans definitely for those. It's the Whitmore and 2 pairs of the bunny socks. And I think I will give a go with a toe up. As I say, I've done it a couple of times. So, and it would be nice if it's done right from the pattern. So as soon as I finish these ones, I think I will I will get that all organised actually. So you'll see them being used. You'll definitely see them being used. I have plans for them. But that alpaca and silk is so special. It's really so special. So thank you so much. Okay, so that was my nice. And yes, I have a naughty, but I have a coon. I have those there, which, as you know, a lot of us have said, you know, for that amount of money, you cannot turn that away. And, you know, to be able to knit my daughter a cardigan, a Whitmore cardigan for under £4, you know what I mean? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So yeah, I have got those, and as I said, I have ordered the rest of the square frames from that, oh, what's it called, Hobby Jobby, I think it is. Yeah, Hobby Jobby, which is my friend Sue's fault actually, because she's got me hooked on these. So I got the large one, didn't I? And now I've ordered the last 3 sizes down. So when they come and I'm going to sort out a new cross stitch, I'll be stitching away and I'll be happy as Larry. Also, I did, you know, the Chapel Few Crafts, she does the most amazing cross stitch markers. Well, she released last week I think it was last week. I know she did it a day early because she couldn't wait. She released her spring Easter stitch marker collection. Wow. That's all I can say, right? I'm only going to show a picture because I have 2 of them on the cardigan and I have the other 2 downstairs. And so here it is. These are some of them anyway, but this is the main ones. You see that little nest of eggs? I just think that's amazing. Do you remember when you were a kid, you used to eat them at parties? Easter parties. It was really weird the other day, changing the subject a bit. When I was at school, years ago, you had to make an Easter bonnet and have an Easter bonnet competition and all that lot. Oh, I remember that. And then you had to decorate an egg, boiled egg, because my brother's he put all wool over it, and that was Dougal from the Magic Roundabout. Then we did one Humpty Dumpty. I can't remember what mine one was. Yeah, but yeah. So we used to have good fun, didn't we, when we were kids? But these are absolutely amazing. You can pick to have a ring on them or a lobster clasp. I chose for a ring because, yeah, I did a ring because basically I use them mainly on my circulars. So yeah, that's what I go for. But yeah, honestly, it's Chapel Few Crafts. I'm sure the picture that I have has got the her business card as well as the stitch markers, but they're just so beautifully well made. They are the polymer clay and they're gorgeous. And that what I'll probably have to do is, because I've got the bunny one and the chick one on the Rebecca's cardigan, I might have to take them off, and so they can go on the bunny socks, because they've got to go on the bunny socks, isn't they, really? We'll have to be matchy now, don't we? Okay, gosh, look, it's nearly half an hour and I'm still gassing. Right then, so, but it's still tools. That's how I'm getting around this, you see. It's not yarn as such, it's tools. I know. Right then, okay, so I'm going to announce the giveaway winner again. So I'm only going to do it again because that was done on Thursday and I uploaded that. Did I upload that Thursday afternoon or Friday? I can't remember. So the prize is obviously a project bag from me, which I will make. My lovely friend Viv has made these stitch markers. I tell you what, let me get this here. Her bead work is absolutely amazing. She is so clever. She really is. And then there's this one with a lobster clasp, and then these little ones with the buttons. I just think they're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So thank you, Viv, for donating those. They are absolutely lovely. Also, there is a pattern from the lovely Nancy, that sock pattern by the shore, which is, and then there'll be a project bag. Okay, now the winner was number 82, and I will put the lady's name on the screen again, and it's Elaine McCaig, and her favourite season was spring. I will say spring and autumn were definitely the most popular. Really was popular. There was more spring and autumn than anything. So Elaine, McCaig, if you could please, I have left a comment on the actual message that you left when you entered it, and so please can you get in contact with me, because if you email me, obviously the email address is down below, so if you could email me, and then I will be able to parcel up the bag when I make it, and the stitch markers, and then with your permission I will you go over to Nancy, or you go over to Nancy on Ravelry, and then she will obviously send over digitally the pattern that you have won, the sock pattern. So please get in contact. So I'm keeping this open for another 2 weeks, and if I haven't heard anything, then we're going to have to draw it again, I'm afraid. So so that is, I never actually said, just in case people didn't hear, on Thursday there was 140 entries. I think that's the most I've ever had. Right then, okay, so that's all the craftiness. Now we have the book review. As you all know, I did pick this up in a charity shop. This is the Monogram Murders by Sophie Hannah, but it actually is a Hercule Poirot mystery. So it's based on an Agatha Christie story. Now, because I'm such a big fan of Agatha Christie, I don't really know what to say here. I love the way she writes. I love the way she has Poirot and Marple as characters. But this was such hard work to get through. I did finish it, but it got to the stage at the end where I had like just under a chapter to go, and I sat there in bed and I thought, I can't cope with it anymore tonight, so I'll finish it tomorrow. And right through, I've never had a book like this before, right from the beginning to the end, the characters, they're used, the first and the surnames, all the way through, right the way through. So I was skipping off the surnames, because by the time that you get through the first couple of chapters, you know who the characters are anyway. So I thought that was a bit unnecessary. So why they the surname was used as well, I just didn't understand that. There was no need for it. Poirot obviously wasn't the main character in it. He wasn't at all. I don't think this showed Poirot how we know him, put it that way, if there is any other Agatha Christie lovers out there. But as I say, I've finished it, I've read it, I give it a go. Would I recommend it? I said to Glenn, probably not. Even right down to the end, when it came to who you found out who did it, and I thought that was a bit of a, there was no excitement really. That's the part of it. I don't know. It was weird. It was really, really weird. So I ain't going to rate it. I just say that I'm not going to, I wouldn't recommend it, unfortunately. But, someone else might read it and think it's absolutely brilliant. We all have our own tastes, don't we? But what I am reading now is, anybody that has been watching this for a while will know that I am a big Dolly Parton fan. I have her music, and she released her first book with, can't remember, it's sitting on my bedside cabinet, and so as soon as it was released, I brought it. So I finished that one off eventually, and I just started it, and I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. You can actually, when there's some things that's being said in it, you can hear that's Dolly, if you know what I mean. It's really weird, but I am really, that's Rose Run Rose, I think it's called. And I also got the CD to go with it, because in the back of the book, you've got all the lyrics for the 10, I think it is 10 or 12 songs. So I did buy the book first, and then I saw the CD and I thought, well, I've got to get that too, of course. So I brought that. So that's in the car, listening to that. So I'm really enjoying it. So I will be giving, obviously, a review of that when it's finished. It is another mystery as well. So, but it's obviously set in Nashville with a country and western singer, and just, yeah, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay then, right, so one more thing I will say quickly before I hop off is thank you ever so much for everybody who supported me on my update on Friday, I think it was. Yeah, on Friday in my little shop. I think there's one item left, so thank you ever so much for that update. This week I am hoping, fingers crossed, I have some already cut out. It's a bit different to what I'm used to again, Skull Week. So it is going to be, obviously, because I've already updated the cozies, haven't I? The yarn cozies and that made in the skull fabric. And I did Rebecca's lunch bag and I had some fabric. So I am started to do some project bags which will be going in the shop. And then while we were out on Thursday, she picked another skull fabric. I don't know why, because she didn't want anything made out of it. She said, oh Mum, that would be nice. So I brought that. So there'll be 2 lots of skull fabric that's going to go into the shop on either Friday or Saturday. Okay, it depends really on me getting up here and being able to get them sewed. The sewing problem of the sewing obviously isn't the thing. It's that's quick enough. It's the cutting that takes the time, but I don't mind that. I love being up here. So it is Skull Week this week. So, but I'll let everybody know on the normal platforms. Okay then, right, so I better go. I'm going to go downstairs and have a nice cup of tea. It's just after 11 and Glenn's been called into work early again. And yeah, so, you know, he always does. So, yes, I'm going to go downstairs and have a quick cup of tea with him before he has to go in. And this afternoon, so I want to get in there and have a look at what cross stitch I want to get done, because I've got to pull all my threads out and stuff. So yeah, but we'll see what happens. Also, I need to get those socks off the needles. I've only got to do the feet and the toes and then they're done, and then I can cast on the bunny ones, which I can't wait to do. All right then, so I will see you next week. So please, as always, take care, stay safe and happy crafting. Bye.